All right, well, moving on now. Wednesdays here on the program, we like to put the spotlight on the farm women's group, Common Ground.
Common Ground is a group of farm women who want to be a resource for consumers who want to know more about how their food is grown. Joining us now is Paula Peterson from the Waverly area. Nice to have you here, Paula.
Hey, good to see you guys.
Morning.
Yeah, so harvest continues. How's everything going for you?
We got done.
Ah.
And it's like one of those hallelujah moments. You know, nobody had any major accidents or anything.
Breakdowns?
Well, we had two different bean heads go head to head with stumps and lost. One was a total loss and one is still being resuscitated.
Oh my.
Okay, well, we want to talk about harvest and you know how this process really brings your family, the community together.
We do. We've got probably a little bit unique situation. About 12 years ago, Tom's dad ended up with cancer and we lost him. And Tom had always been, his dad and his uncle and him were the ones who farmed. And then all of a sudden we were in a different situation we had to try to figure out. And we had a couple neighbors who are a little smaller, and so we kind of pooled our resources together and we use labor and machinery, and we use, you know, we can use all three of us together and do increased buying power for chemicals and different things like that. And we've got a young man that farms with us that works for us full time, but now he's starting to get land on his own too. So we've actually, and he's actually the son-in-law for one of the other guys we farm with. So we all keep it all in the family. But it's been a, you know, a unique way for us. And as the boys are getting older, because like Trent is same age as my youngest daughter, so in his early 20s, he's starting to look at getting a few acres of his own. And so we may have to continue to adjust and adapt as we go, because both boys, Zach and Trent, will need more land for their families.
And it's one of those things where everybody has a job. You know, some people are driving the semi or the trucks, some people are making food. I mean, it's kind of a big effort, isn't it?
It is. It's really fun. We each kind of have our own little niche, but we can blend where we need. I mean, I can drive an auger wagon if I have to. I have driven a combine, and Tom makes fun of how slow I am. But we each fill in where we need to, and I refuse to drive a semi.
I don't blame you.
But you know, consumers should know that it's not just hopping in the combine and you're done. There's a lot to it.
Oh, there is. I mean, Tom spends probably an hour every morning getting it greased up and checked over to make sure, because one of the biggest fears we have is combine fires. And there have been a lot of them this year. My daughter's on the Duncan Fire Department up in Columbus, and they've had 3 in the last 2 weeks. And so making sure the maintenance, so I mean, Tom is out there at 7 o'clock in the morning trying to make sure everything is greased up and fueled up, and it takes a lot to fuel combines.
Yes, it does.
Always a lot to think about. Paula, thank you, and I know you're a really good baker, a good cook, and so you have a recipe for Thanksgiving coming up.
We do. We have a fun little, just fun.
It's fun.
And somewhat easy too.
And easy.
Good.
We
It's
like
very
that.
simple.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Paula.